One of the big obstacles on installing this 4.3 in the back of the Corvair and trying to retain the original powerglide setup was finding an adapter bell housing. We were lucky enough to find this one from Clark's Corvair. Great engineering, but it's intended for a stick shift and also doesn't have provisions for a Corvair starter that we wanted to use. There's also a Kennedy Engineering Products, I believe is what it stands for, that KAP. That would have been a nice one to find, but we could not find one. Here we're modifying the bell housing for the Corvair starter. And see, we cut it off the old bell housing, welded it on this one. Here we closed up the shift fork area. Needed as much rigidity as we could. Here it is, bolted on starter. Also, take note of that differential cover. That's a 1/4-inch steel plate. Helps reinforce things. Here we've got it mounted to the transmission, then to the engine, just to kind of see where we were with things. We're going to need an adapter to go on the crankshaft to mount the flex plate for the Corvair. And we had to have that machined up. And here's a picture of it. That's it with the flex. That's a Corvair flex plate. And here's some dimensions on it. The crank pilot and the pilot for the flex plate. Measure that yourself. Don't go off my numbers. I think we had to change that. Here you can kind of see how things are setting in there. It's not a good picture, but here it is bolted together and looking pretty good. That's your first obstacle.